Okay, so it looks like Bella's, making a beeline for the mat this morning. Okay, so we're going to do our HIIT this morning, and it's going to be 20 seconds rest roughly, and 40 seconds exercise for 20 different exercises. Okay, so main thing you want to do is make sure that you're working as hard as you can during the exercise phase. But obviously, anytime you need to, you take a rest and you just chill a little bit. Listen to your body, keep hydrated, all of that. So we're going to just tap, toe tap a little bit, just step it out. As you're doing that, then start to bring the heels up. Okay, so heels coming up. And just start to warm up a little bit. Bring the arms across the chest and the shoulders. Okay, so just stretch out there. And then bring the knees up to the opposite hands. So just gradually building up the height of that. Okay, and then tap it back. So work into the calves. And then bring the arms into action as you tap back, reach up. So get that stretch into the Achilles, into the calves. Okay, and then just do a shallow squat. As you come up, bring the leg out and round. So squat down, out and round. That's quite hard to balance. Squat down, out and round. Maybe hold on to something. Squat down, hips back, out and round. Squat down. So just getting those hips going, knees going. Hips go back, chest is lifted. Do one more on each side. Crikey, I can feel the heat already. Yeah, so tap it out. And as you tap it out, reach it out. Okay, I'm just going to let Bella out. Just keep moving. He's going to be back any moment, I'm sure. Okay. And then take the legs out wider, okay, and stretch the arms out. And then just reach and twist. So you're reaching and twisting with straight legs at the moment, or straightish legs. Now start to bend those legs. Continue to reach and twist. Trying to get a little bit further every time with those hands. And then come up. Okay, we'll try a little jog on the spot. Get the heart rate going. Punch the arms out. So just working into shoulders, upper arms, punch up. Okay, keep those feet going, little jog, and then add a little swing. So we're doing like a high kick here to give the hamstrings a dynamic stretch. Keep that going, just another couple of repetitions there. And then feet wider than hip, and just squat down. Okay, hips go back. Arms pulled in, come up onto your toes. Squat down, come up onto your toes. If that feels good, draw the arms back. Chest coming forwards. And one more. Okay, stand at the back of your mat if you're using a mat. If not, obviously on the grass or wherever you're at. Walk down, roll down first. Walk your hands out. Okay, come to down dog. And just pedal your heels up and down. Draw your belly in. Breathing. And then shift the weight forwards to a high plank, and then just take it to a side plank. Keep changing that. Reaching up, opening up. Core switched on. Do one more of those. See if you can hold it there. Push back down dog again. Okay, breathe. Now try stepping the foot towards the outside of your right hand and just hold it for a moment. And then come back to your down dog and then step out again. Push back to your down dog, lifting the hips, pulling the belly. Step out again, maybe deeper and wider every time. Down dog in between, open the shoulders. And then into that Spider-Man position to open the hips. And let's do one more of those. And then walk back up. Have a little jog on the spot. Once again, all right, so we are going to get ready to get going. All right, so make sure you're drinking, making sure that you're all feeling comfortable with this, but when we're exercising, trying to go for it. So the first exercise we'll do a squat down with the hands behind the head, and then we'll bring the knee and the elbow together. Okay, so feet a little bit wide in the hip distance, hamstring, elbows wide. Squat down, come up, twist. Squat down, twist. So really focus on getting that nice strong twist. Make sure you're breathing. In, breath down, exhale, twist. So you can really be checking in with your body in this first exercise, yeah? Chest is lifted, belly strong, driving the knee up and twisting. So working through the side of your abdominal wall there, getting that rotation into your middle spine. Last few reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's down and back. On the floor, back, Bella. Get down, on the floor. Okay. So from here, next one we'll do is we're going to do the dips now. Okay, so you can do it on the mat, floor, or on your seat or whatever you're using. Whatever you're doing, if you are using a seat or bench or whatever, hips are closed. Okay, chest is open, and let's go. In, breath down, exhale, push. When it's harder, you take the feet out and make sure the hips are still closed. Maybe resting on the heels. Harder still, you could lift the leg. Okay, in, breath down, exhale, push. So working triceps here, but keeping that good form. Draw your abdominals in, chest is lifted, go down as deep into that as feels good for you. Down on the in, exhale to push. Keep that going, 10 seconds. Nice and strong, driving up, working those triceps. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great. So we're going to use that seat again, if you've got it, or something that you can then do this Bulgarian squat position. So you take a foot, if you can't do this one, do a lunge, okay? And I'll tell you when to change legs, okay? So we're going to sink down as deep as you can with that one, and you can reach out with the arms. So you feel that stretch into the hip flexors there. Shuffle the front foot forwards enough. Coming back. You can reach those arms all the way up if you want. Come up to straight and then bend down. You should feel that work into those hip flexors. Last couple on this side. And then you're going to change legs. Okay? So the foot on. Make sure with that front foot, you're not pushing over your front toe with your knee. Okay? So down and up. Down, coming up. Keep the core switched on. Keep good form. And just stabilizing there, you're really going to feel that work into the hips, the glutes. You're going to reach up with the arms if you want. Sink down as deep as you can, but watch that front knee is not pushing over your toe. Last 3, 2, 1, and up we come. All right, good job. Keep moving, keep drinking. Okay, so the next one we're going to do a bit of loading into the shoulders. We're going to do a down dog position, and then we're going to come to like a Spider-Man press up. So, when you're down dog, from here, take your right leg and then press up and push back. And then left leg, press up, push back. Remember to take the knees down and just do a normal press up without the Spider-Man if this feels too much. So remember, you can come down to knees, do a press up, push back up. You can come down to knees or normal press up, or if you can, you're doing this one leg, knee comes out to the side. So good strengthening, chest, shoulders. Keep that core switched on all the way to stabilize the body. This is tough. Get one more rep out. And walk it back up. Get some breath. Okay. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to come to a low plank position and we're going to kick your leg under. Okay, so come down to a nice strong low plank. And then from there, kick the leg out, come back, then the other side. You're trying to get that foot in line with your hips if possible. Okay, let's go. Abs are pulled in, trying to keep the body as stable as you can. Try to really reach out as far as you can with the legs. Don't cheat and just do a little tap. Try and really reach out. So you're really getting that twist into working those obliques. So stabilizing, keeping the hips steady as you can. Breathe. Last few reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Coming up, grabbing a drink if you need it. We're going to come back to the mat again, or the floor. This one we've not done for a wee while, funny one. It's called a banana roll. So if you get into this hollow body position and you roll to one side, come back to the center, roll to the other side, come up and just do maybe 2 or 3 punches as if you're running, come back to your banana roll. So we're rolling either side, we're coming up and we're doing like a running punch. So you've got to find that balance on the sit bone. So all the time, you're keeping everything switched on through your center to stabilize. Keep the arms back. Keep the legs lifted. Obviously, if it feels too much, you can put the feet on the floor on that punching. Come up to a crunch punch. Otherwise, keep lifted and do your running punch. So we've got to keep everything switched on. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe in your banana roll. Nearly there. Last one. And then hug those knees in. And take a little breather. All right, up we come. Okay, so the next one we're going to do 4 squat thrusts, followed by 4 jumping jacks, but all on the floor in a high plank position. So if you come down, set yourself up into high plank. All right, 4 squat thrusts, singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 jumping jacks. Let's go. So keep everything strong and stable. core engaged. Hips are down as much as you can. 4 of each. Push the floor away. Drive the knees in. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and deliver that breath into your ribs. Keep strong, we're nearly there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Should be feeling that heat. Okay, starting to pick it up. Okay, so next exercise. We're going to do a squat and then 2 high straight leg kicks. Okay, so hands behind the head to start with. Squat, kick. Sorry, squat, kick. We're doing a squat and a kick. Let's go. Squat and a high leg kick. Squat down, hands behind the head. Kick out, straight leg. Hips go back in your squat. Chest lifted, abs nice and strong. Keep breathing. Pelvic floor engaged, deep abdominals, so your core is switched on all the way. High leg kicks as high as you can. Keep good form. Obviously trying to really push yourself, but good form all the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get some breath again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so we're going to come down to the floor. All right, we're going to rest on those elbows, and we're going to do a figure of 8 with the legs. All right, remember to have a breather whenever you need. So you're drawing a figure of 8, we're going. Okay, and every now and again think, I'm going to change direction. You're drawing a figure of 8 with those legs, trying to maintain that stability. Every now and again, change your direction, drawing your figure of 8, breathe. So, pull the belly in, bend the knees where you need. Try to draw that figure of 8 and changing direction every now and again. Keep breathing. Last few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And swing round. So we're going to stay down. Okay? All right. So your next exercise we're going to do is a wide leg press up to a narrow, not legs, wide press up to narrow press up. Okay? So start with the hands wide. Feet can come back or knees can be on the floor. You go down to your wide press up, then you bring the hands close, then you do your narrow. Let's go. Remember, head well over hands, core switched on, elbows tucked on your narrow, elbows wide on your wide. In, breath down. Watch those hips are not dipping down on your press up, so keep good form. So where you need to, you have those knees down. Only go down with the chest as far as you can. Breathe. Keep stable. Core, pelvic floor, deep abs. Head is well over the hands. When you go down to your press up, breathe in on the way down. Breathe out on the way up. You're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up you come. Get some breath. Okay, grab a drink where you need. So the next one we're doing is we can jump the length of the mat if you're that way inclined, or maybe you can go further, then you do a little run back. Or you can do 2 jumps or steps. So maybe you can jump 1, shuffle back, you jump 2 squats, or you could step out, squat, walk back. Okay, let's go. Use those arms. Land softly. So use those arms to get that lift and that length. Try, if you can, to go further than the length of the mat. Really lift and reach. Squat back. Hips go back. Remember, you can have 2 jumps at it, obviously, yeah? Keep breathing. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Keep those feet moving. Breathe. Okay, so next one we're going to come down, and we're going to come down to elbows into a side plank position. Elbow on the floor, knee can be down. Okay, we'll bring the hand behind the head, or we can be up. So you're taking your elbow towards your hand. We're going to do one side. Let's go for the 40 seconds. Remember, take your knee down where you need. Exhale down. Inhale back. So try to get as much rotation as you can. Exhale down. Inhale back. We're doing the full 40 seconds on one side before we change exercises, and then we'll come back to this on the other side. So breathe. Keep that lower waist lifted. Exhale to twist. Inhale to come back. Last few reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay down on the floor. Okay. Breathe, and then lie down on the floor. Do a little bit of back extension work and shoulder girdle. Okay. So draw the belly in, lift the feet if you can, stretch the arms. Bring the elbows back, inhale, exhale, reach. So, long in your neck. Stay with your breath. Keep your elbows lifted. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another. Try not to strain your neck, so just look where it feels good. That could be down. Keep your thighs strong. Keep your toes reaching away. Keep your belly strong. Reach. Work with your breath. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. Keep your glutes nice and tight. Last few reps. 3, 2, 1. Staying down. Get ready for your side plank on the other side. Elbows on the floor. Knee can be down. Hand behind the head. You twist the elbow towards that hand. You come back. Or you come off the knee. Let's go. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Keep your lower waist lifted. Try not to let that dip down. Okay, constantly thinking about that. Working the side of the abdominal wall. You want to exhale to twist and inhale to come back. Keep breathing. Keep that lift in your lower waist. Pull your abdominals in. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lift. Come on. Nearly there. Breathe. Exhale, twist. Inhale to come back for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and relax. Okay, up we come. Drinking. Do what you need to do. Keep moving. Okay, we're going well. Okay, so we're going to go nice and light, a little side to side shuffle. Let's go. So you tap it down, you stretch one leg out, and you go as fast and as light as you can, keeping that good form. Breathe. Tapping down, light on your feet. Keep that going, come on, speed it up. Keep it going, nice and light. You got 10 seconds, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Tap it out. Get some breath. All right, brilliant. So the next one, we're down on the floor. We're going to do some toe taps. We're going to walk out if we can. So we come to a bridge position or tabletop. We tap, tap, walk forward. Tap, tap. Let's go. If it's too much to tap, just kick the legs. Okay? But try to keep that little walk forward every time. Keep the hips lifted. If you can, reach, reach. Keep the hips lifted. You're walking across the mat. Not liking this at all. Dip the hips, lift. Dip the hips, lift. Okay? Keep those hips lifted. Try to get full range of movement in the legs. Okay, in the hips. Keep breathing. Not long to go. Last few reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay down. All right, lovely. So get a breather. So the next one we're going to do, you're lying on the floor, hands by our sides. Stretch the legs as straight as you can above your hips. Obviously bend the knees where you need. So we're going to do pendulums where we take the legs out to the side, back to the center, out to the side, back to the center. So we do 4 of those. That's 2 each side. And then once we come back to center, we try to do this jackknife and lift up in between. Okay, let's go. So it's 1, center, out, center, out, center, out, center, and then lift. Okay, so we try that. Arms are strong. Remember to bend your knees where you need. Doesn't matter if you don't get much lift in the jackknife, but you're really trying to focus on those lower abdominals. Okay. And remember, don't just let the hips drop back down to the floor. Try to do it with control, with your pendulums obviously going as wide as you can, under control. The wider you are, the more stabilizing you're going to have to do, so be aware of that. Arms pulled in, pelvic floor engaged, work at a level where you can challenge yourself, be safe. Come on, last few reps. Make this your last set here. So 1 set of your pendulums, and then 1 jackknife. All right, and then come back and roll up. Great stuff. Okay, so we are nearly there. Right, so let's set your left leg forward. Okay, we're going to do that runner's hop. So what we do here is you bring the knee up, you reach back, the knee comes up, then as you come up, if you want, you add a hop. Let's go. You tap it down, you drive the back knee up. So get as much dynamism into your move as you can. Okay, driving up, reaching back. And switch legs, get ready. Let's go. Really use those arms. Driving up with the knee. Come on, lift. Get as much range as you can. As much air as you can. Last few reps. 3, 2, 1. And keep moving, keep drinking. We're back down on the floor. So Pilates, straight legs, hamstring pull. So right leg, pull it in, throw the head up to the knee, stretch the other leg long, take it in, breath change. Let's go. So you stay curled up, legs are long, body still, working those abdominals and working the hamstrings So, strong legs, all the way, curled up. Keep breathing. Try to get as much range into those legs, don't slacken off. Come on, 10 seconds to go only, let's go, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in, up you come. So, maybe you're going to believe it or not, but it's the last exercise. And as per normal, pretty much, it's a burpee. So that burpee, you can make it as dynamic as you want, stepping or jumping, or you can add a press up. So you start at the front of your mat, only 40 seconds, let's go. So, remember when you jump back, if you are jumping back, keep that core switched on. Same if you're stepping back. Working your level. This is your last exercise. So let's give it your all. Breathe. Come on, 10 seconds, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there you have it. Woo. So, tap it out. Or walk it out. Get that heart rate gradually coming back now. Bring the knees up. So, amazing stuff. You've done 20 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and now we're cooling down. So we're doing little tap backs, or if you're walking around your garden, bring your heels up, deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let's just do a couple of standing stretches to start with. Just take your feet out around about 2.5 feet, 2 toes in, heels out. Draw your belly in, just do a little forward bend here, track the hands down the legs. And breathe. Tuck the head in. Shift the weight forwards on the feet to lift the sit bones higher and tuck the head deeper. Take the right hand down underneath the forehead. Take the left hand up and twist. And breathe. And swap hands. Left hand underneath the head. Right hand goes up. Breathe. Bring both hands down. Walk them to your right leg. Reach for that leg. Draw the chest down. And breathe. And to the other side. And breathe. Come back to the center. And roll that up. And then come to the back of your mat. Okay. So, at the back of your mat, you're going to roll down, okay? And you're going to walk your hands out to come to down dog. Pedal your heels up and down. Roll your belly in, lift your hips high. And then come down to your knees. And then stretch it back into child's posture. And breathe. Okay, so we're coming up. We're going to step your right foot out and send the left knee back. So make sure that left knee is comfortable. And just sink down. So stretching out through those hip flexors in that back leg. And breathe. Straightening out through the front leg now. Toes are up, heels away, hands down the leg. Or if you want to go further, take them to the floor. And breathe. Draw the chest down. And breathe. Bring this foot back. We're going to step it to the side of the mat and go into pigeon. If you don't like pigeon, you know figure of 4, so lie back. Take the foot up to the crease of the hip and pull. So if we're in pigeon, stretch the back leg away, follow the foot if you can, or top of the foot. Sink down. Try and relax into the stretch, this hip opener. Breathing. And then come back. So wherever you're at, push back to a down dog. Roll your belly in and lift your hips high. Push the floor away and open up the shoulders. Come down to those knees. Stretch it back into the child's posture again. And take some breath. So we're going to come up again, high kneeling, and we're going to step your left foot forwards now. All right, send your right knee away. So you want that knee to go back further than the hips, if you can. Make sure the back knee is comfortable on the floor. And sink down. And that stretch into the hip flexors on the back leg. Okay, breathe. Sink a little deeper. And then try straightening out through the front leg as much as you can, pushing the heel away and the toes up. Walk the hands down the leg, drawing the chest down. Maybe hands to the floor if you're feeling more flexible. Breathing. So from here, bring that foot back, and then step it to the right side of your mat. And then drop the knee, stretch the right leg away. Otherwise, go into your figure of 4 lying on your back. So back foot can be ball of the foot. Keep the knee off the floor and keep yourself nice and aligned. Sink down through the hips, or the back foot can be top of the foot. But whatever you're doing, keep the back leg active. And try to relax into this hip opener and breathe. And release. Good stuff. Lift the hips, roll the belly in, push the floor away. Into your down dog again. And then come down, stretch it back into child's posture. Whilst you're in your child's posture, walk your hands round to your right hand side. And just stretch down through the side of your spine. And then the other side. Now just let your head just rest on the floor. Take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and stretch the chest and the shoulders. And breathe. And release. And then just come to lying on your back. So lie on your back with your feet hip distance apart in this base level position. Okay, and just take some breath there. Okay, just lift your hips up. And then if you can, walk your hands towards your feet. So you want your feet hip distance, inner thigh squeezing. So you could maybe interlace your fingers, drawing your shoulders under, lifting your hips, sending your knees away, or you could wrap your hands around your ankles. Or if you're really feeling up for it, you take your hands to the side of your head and you push up to an upward bow. This is all going to help to open up the front of the body. So with all our work these days on computers, you know, we need to focus on opening the front of the body and keeping that good posture. Roll down and hug your knees into your chest. Take your arms out to the side and take your knees to one side and look over the opposite shoulder. And just take some breath there. And then come back and do the same to the other side. And then come up. And just roll it up. And we'll just do a little wide leg stretch now. So stretch the legs out as wide as you can. Okay. Sit tall, maybe something underneath those sit bones if you need it. Try and lift the toes up, roll out, so external rotation of the thigh there, and then walk the hands out and breathe. Keep walking the hands out to feel that stretch, inner thighs, Walk over to your right leg and stretch it down. Walk over to your left leg and stretch it down. Come back, bring the feet back in. Take the feet up so that they're wider than hip, and then just do a little windscreen wiper slowly. So every time you bring the knee down, reach and twist. Reach and twist with the opposite hand. Okay. And release. Okay, we're going to swing round to hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. So we're going to do the cat and the cow. So we look up, inhale, the cow, send the tailbone away, and then scoop your belly and tuck your tailbone around your back. And again, inhale. And exhale to your cat. And again, inhale. And exhale to your cat. And then release. And stretch your back. Child's posture. Bring your hands to your knees, tuck your toes. Okay, tuck your head in and roll up. Nice and slow. Restack that spine. Coming up. So let's just do a tricep stretch. One arm up, stretch down. So lengthening back out through the back of the arm. And change. And release. So feet at hip distance, soften your knees, and just swing round, just gently tapping out. And then shake it out. And then we'll finish. There. Beautiful stuff.